This week we're going to work on my brother's place and hopefully get the base cabinets all built and in and start on that chinking process. So I got the kitchen design all finalized and I just want to give you guys a quick tour before we start building it. So on the back wall we have, I'll start in this corner, we have a stovepipe that comes up from the boiler and we're going to kind of hide it behind a 12-inch deep cabinet so you won't see it. If there's anything that ever should go wrong, you could pull this cabinet and work on it. And we've got two 48-inch cabinets on either side of the range, some wall cabinets, a hood, and then we'll box in the fridge. All pretty straightforward on this back wall. And then the island, what we're going to do is a 36-inch cabinet, a 36-inch sink base, so this will be the sink here. Dishwasher, a 12-inch. On the ends, we'll frame in some 2x4 walls for electrical and plumbing. And then on the back, this is actually going to be all cabinetry with doors on it for more storage. And then we'll get to a pantry cabinet. We're not going to be able to get all of this done this week because we want to get started on the chinking as well. So we're going to try to focus on just getting all those base cabinets done and set and then see where we're at and go to work on the wall cabinets next week. So we're getting started on building the cabinets. We already went ahead and ripped all our plywood. For cabinets, we just start with 3/4 inch hardwood cabinet grade plywood. It's about 50 bucks a sheet at Lowe's or Home Depot. And all of our side panels are the same. So Jacob's got them here. Oh, we got help.
Hey, what are you doing?
Hand me this one. So what we do is we rip a bunch of plywood into like a 23¼ inch rip. And then from there we just cross cut to get all the different panels and the shelves and things that we need. And that way the grain of the plywood is all in the right direction too, and there's minimal waste and there's minimal cutting. This is a side panel, so we went ahead and cut a toe hook out. We're just going to get started on building this stuff. You want to help?
Hey,
go get a chair and you can help.
Get up here and help. Putting together some cabinets, son. You want to help?
Yeah.
You do, huh?
Hey, hop up here and hand out screws.
How many inches is it? 16½? All right. I need a holder.
A holder?
Yeah. Jump on the table, be a holder. Ready? Jump up here and be the holder. Hold this piece of wood right here, okay? Hey, don't move it though. Just don't fall.
We're going to paint these cabinets a medium gray to kind of blend with the chinking that's going in between the logs, and it'll stand out against the logs. So I think it's going to look really good, and we're going to do a white countertop.
I mean, obviously I got my little helper here, but that is pretty nice right there.
You need more screws?
Yeah, but I'm going to put it up over here, okay? It can't be 6½. Count them, look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Goes all the way up. So it's 30, this one's 36 inches.
Better be 36.
Pretty cool, huh?
The carcass is done, and we're going to add a 1/4 inch panel to the back to secure the back, and build a face frame for the front to strengthen up the front and finish out the plywood edges on the front.
This is a huge part of actually finishing the cabinet out. Now, as you got the carcass assembled, it may not be square. And what I mean by that is, you know, you maybe just tweaked a little bit the cabinet. This will take care of all that if you put it on right. Because you know that your panel, this plywood that you cut, is square. So what I like to do is make it just a little bit smaller than the actual cabinet width itself, so you don't have any overhang to deal with. So when your other cabinets butt up against it or whatever, you don't have any problem there. Pick one side. Doesn't matter which side it is, this side or this side. You're just trying to make a 90, okay? Now you know you have a straight run there. Now you're just trying to make the cabinet itself at a 90, and it'll take care of all the discrepancies in this cabinet being twisted a little bit. Because if it's twisted, sits on a level floor, it's going to have to shim, right? So you want to keep the shimming to a minimal if you have to. If your plywood's done and all your measurements are right, then your line at the bottom should be fairly right on, which it looks like, and then you have a square cabinet.
So the cabinet looks really good, but we don't need to paint the whole cabinet. We certainly don't need to paint the inside and the outside, because none of it's ever going to be seen again. There's going to be a cabinet next to it and one next to it, and the face frame is going to go on it like this. So really the only thing that we have to paint is the face frame. So what I like to do is just not attach the face frame, and we can spray this on the ground and then go back and nail this on and then finish any nail holes, and we're done. So it cuts the painting down to like 1/10 of what it would be to paint the whole cabinet. And then for those of you asking, we do throw a quick coat of poly on the inside of the cabinet just to make it a little bit more durable, but the outsides, we're not going to do anything. We got one down, 6 or 7 more cabinets to go for the base cabinets. We're just trying to get all the base cabinets done this week. And we're going to grab Eric and Micah and see if they can give us a hand and bust out all these cabinets and hopefully get them in place this week. In our house, B stands for bad grade, A stands for acceptable. So, sorry. What do you guys think about building cabinets? Ridiculously easy. It's
actually, I like it because it's, you know, it's not hard work. It just takes time, and you have to, you know, do it carefully, and you end up checking yourself, you know, over and over. Kind of helps you kind of progress, you know, in your skills, carpentry skills, make everything nice.
I actually think putting the cabinet together is easier than reading the directions and assembling the cabinet and putting the little twist lock things in their corners and stuff.
I hate those.
And they're all MDF, and then you'll find like a chip,
yeah.
MDF showing.
Well, most of those are like, they're like stapled together, little
Yeah.
plastic quantities.
Gotta build this.
Yeah, we did 3 cabinets in one here. We did 2 in one, 2 in one, so we can actually be a lot more efficient too with our materials because we can build them together.
So let's get them put on the trailer, and then we'll get them hauled out the poles. So we're going to check out some YouTube videos on how to chink logs. Thanks for all the input that all the people put in for comments from last week's video. They gave us a tutorial on how to do it, so thanks. Like you say, we're going to be dealing with 1 inch or 3/4 to 1 inch. So we may get away really good with that spatula. I don't know. We just need to test it out. The trailer's loaded, but I'm going to give you guys can head out there.
Yeah.
Get the place started warm up.
Yeah.
Take that. We have the air gun, the nailer, staplers out there. You guys can start putting in that backing rod.
Yeah.
And then when I get out there after lunch, we'll probably start working on some chinking.
After this, we'll have something to add to the resume, I guess.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. It's March in Alaska. A little bit of heat coming out of that sun. One of the comments on the video last week was, why is there daylight showing between the logs? And how that happened was, you can see this is a log that the chinking's been taken out of, but when we sandblasted it, wound up blowing the insulation outside the building, and so it showed outside. So we had to go back and fix that. So what we did, little foam gun, we foamed it, and then so now we're going to do backer rod and chinking, and so now we don't have any daylight showing. Yeah, so far so good. We'll see how this chinking goes. We're gonna learn today how to do it.
Hi, I'm Micah, and I've been working for Jacob Banana for like 2 years now almost. And you see me a lot in the videos and stuff. Yeah, I was, born and raised here in Delta, and our dad taught us. I grew up in a big family. He taught us how to work hard, and he built log cabins, so we learned that. And it's kind of where I got, learned most of my construction stuff. It's from my dad. Log places we always built, they're Scandinavian scribe fits, so they fit really well and you never have to chink them or anything, so we never did anything like this, so this is like totally a new experience, chinking this and all. You've probably seen the twin brother on here too. He works with me sometimes here. We grew up working hard. That's what we like to do, get things done. Working with Jacob and Anna, I've learned a lot. Definitely come a long ways learning cabinetry and just a lot of skills as far as building is concerned. It's helped me a lot on my own projects. They're very helpful, very knowledgeable. Thankful for the work, for sure.
Hey, I'm Eric, and you probably see me on the videos. I work with Micah here, helping Jacob and Anna out. I graduated high school last year, and somewhat like Micah, my dad also does everything. He's kind of like handyman, and I learned most of my skills from him when I was younger. Working with Jacob and Anna really progressed my experience in like cabinetry and all sorts of different stuff that I haven't done yet, and it's really been a good experience. Surprisingly, I lived here for 14 years and I never once met Micah, and when we started working together, he was a stranger to me, but over the year, got to know him much better, and he's basically he's one of my good friends now. Most likely at the end of the summer, I want to go to school for airframe and power plant, kind of like an airplane mechanic. Try to learn new things as I go, get more things under my belt. Why airplane mechanic? Because definitely more money than cars, and I try to do car stuff as I go, but airplanes definitely kind of intrigue me too, because I don't know how they work and I want to.
These guys are great. You know what? It's been fun having them along. It's been definitely a learning experience for these guys. They jump in, they help out all over the place, and the skills that they've learned from doing what me and Anna do, I think they can take that on for the rest of their life. Look at that. Cake decorating tools on a construction job. Imagine that. You could actually cut cake with that. Or like pie. Or maybe just use it for chinking. I'm gonna go grab the cabinets and bring them inside and get them kind of set. And then once we do that, I can kind of work on that while get these guys rolling on chinking.
Super nice out.
Is it bus freezing out here or what?
Told you. You're missing out. But it's nice out. Nobody wants to work. It is my favorite time of the year. I love being out. Yesterday I went for a 165-mile snow machine ride. Super fun. And you know, I mean, this is the springtime in Alaska. We got like 16 hours of daylight and all the snow, so I'd rather be out snow machining too, but you gotta work. Yeah, and then the beauty of it is there's no bugs, so it's nice. Look who showed up. You get your schoolwork done? Where's your sunglasses?
You gonna start hauling, Grace? Get our math right, guys. That'll be, yeah, so the countertop will go between these.
This doesn't go.
Yeah, you're good. So the countertop will come out to here and then the stools will go in. So, good deal. And then this is the dishwasher, basically the dishwasher. Okay.
There, and then the dishwasher.
The dishwasher will be 24.
Bam.
What kind of countertop?
We're gonna just probably poly up some P&G or something.
Salt.
That's Chink. You're tasting. No fun.
So we got all the kitchen base cabinets built and set in place and everything's looking really good, but we can't progress any further until we get the plumbing in the island done, electrical brought up in the island, and then this whole back wall, we need to bring in all of the utilities. So we've got a lot of work to do before we can progress on the kitchen. That's going to keep Jacob very busy, so he's going to have Micah and Eric start chinking the logs. So you're going to give them a tutorial on the chinking?
I gave him a YouTube video, remember?
Oh, you already did. Okay. so they know what to do on the chinking because we all watch the same YouTube video.
You watch YouTube video, you're professional, right?
Yeah, you're YouTube educated.
No, I'm actually going to go.
So that would mean you guys know how to build kitchen cabinets.
There you go.
Okay. So anyway, we're going to get back to work and hopefully make some big progress next week and have this kitchen, the wall cabinets done, utilities in, the chinking done, and it's really starting to look like a home. So thank you so much for watching, and we shall see you next Monday. Have a good week.
See ya. We're all learning some today. And we're going to squish it in. Boom.
I knew the jokes were going to start.
That's all the chink we got in there. That's all we got in there. Huh. Hold out.
I'm going to go watch
I think it's cold.
Today's amateur day. Chinking.
Hopefully my brother doesn't watch this video.
Hey, it's not what happens at the beginning, it's how it ends up.
Yeah.
Right?
You're going to make the best gingerbread cookies at Christmas time.
Okay, so we just need to figure out the loading of the gun.
1, 2,
Spraying of the water.
Is there a spray instead of a... Oh, there we go. And then they say, get it wet.
Oh, look at
Hold on, you gotta look at what product you got going. Right?
Yeah, yeah.
So Sorry, Mike, I didn't need to take the brush from you.
No, you're good.
I noticed that if you can look at what you're loading here.
Oh yeah, that's gonna go pretty fast.
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
That looks really nice.
Thank you, YouTuber.
Can I look at them?
Yeah.
Thank you, YouTuber.
The foam brush was a good idea.
Here, let me see that real quick. These need to be wet, I think.
The brush.
Yeah.
Okay, Mom.
Learn something new every day. So, other than having to figure out how to get the product out of the bucket, we're chinking.